It's Lizzie from Lizzie's World of Gems. Welcome back to my channel. It's been a hot mess since I've done a whip and chat, and I'm super excited to do this whip and chat with you guys today. It's been a long time. I haven't had time to videotape, and I will get into that during the chat. I'm charging up my other phone so I can do the shout out, so it might be in a little while. But I'm going to tell you guys what I'm using. So this was the only video I did this week. It was for this beautiful pen that I got from Berta from Diamond Pen Pals off of Etsy. Super, super nice. It has a flat edge on it so it doesn't roll off your table. I've been using it and I'm quite enjoying it for sure. Like, I put my thumb on the flat edge and it just like, it feels really good. And it's super fat. I like chubby wubby stuff because I'm chubby wubby. No, that's all I gotta say. I got my Timmy's this morning. I got a Timmy's, guys, so you know what that means. It might get kind of funny in this joint today. It might get kind of funny. I have the window open, so if you hear, oh, Canadian geese flying by, I don't know what that means. Does that mean spring's coming? They don't really leave. Some of them do and some of them don't. I think they just really confused and thinking, oh, I ain't flying all the way. I ain't flying all the way south. That's just a lot of flying for me. I'll just stay here and fight the cold. I don't know what they're thinking. But anyway, it's been quite a week. Yesterday I came home. Oh, I forgot to tell you, this is my Bella Art in a cold tray. I forgot my intro. Like, I'm all over the place, guys, because I had that Timmy's, so bear with me. Oh, there's a train going by, but it's only 6:48, so they're not gonna blow their horn yet, apparently, but I can hear it going by. I'm working still on Love is in the Air. I was gonna do Flirty Friday, but I really want to get this out. So maybe next week I'll do Flirty Friday. But if I do not do Flirty Friday next week, rest assured it is coming back in the queue. I'm trying to figure out if I'm crooked or not, because you know my whole house is crooked. And I can't figure out if the camera's crooked. So if it's a little bit crooked, I do apologize. I try my bestest, but sometimes my bestest is not the best. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So I'm using my Bella Art Gold. This is my canvas from Treasure Studio Arts, which I'm an affiliate to. And oh my gosh, there's a missing gem right there. And I don't know if I forgot it or if it popped off. It's not a popping canvas at all. But sometimes, you know, from rubbing it, I tend to pull off drills. But I just fixed it right there. Oh, geez, I just shut the flipping door. What? Oh, no, it's over here. Phew! I thought I did an oopsie. I thought I did an oopsie, but I haven't. I was hoping that this bird had some of the other color so I could match it up, but it doesn't. So I guess one bird's gonna be blingy and the other one isn't. I don't really know. I just want to get this canvas done. I want to like try to work on as much as I can before my next collab, which starts March 18th with J-Rob. And later on today I am going to put out one of the sponsors that we are working on. She already put out that sponsor, but I'm going to put it up on my community tab, probably my Facebook page, trying to get you guys all to go hashtag a beautiful 2020. I don't know if it's beautiful DP. I don't remember. I'll have to look it up and figure out what the hashtag is to let you guys all know. My head has just been spinning. I've been watching Luna all week, so that is why only one video got out. I did it Monday when I didn't have Luna, but I also had my boyfriend Clem at home, so he managed to let me do one video before we left for the day, and we did a whole bunch of errands in London, and by the time I got back home, way too late, and Luna came home, so it was way too late to film any more videos. So that is why you guys only got one video, and then one today on Friday. I do apologize. I'm going to try to film as much as I can today if I don't have her, which I don't know yet. So don't quote me on that, because I don't know yet if I have her all day or not. It is like almost 7 o'clock in the morning. Her mom doesn't go to work till 8. So we'll see what happens. This video might be in segments. I don't know. We'll see. I missed a few. Like, that doesn't ever happen. So, like I was saying, I forget what I was saying. I was talking about. I forget. Oh, good. I think I need another swig of my coffee. Because I'm not even remembering what I am saying today. I wanted to say lots. Because, you know, this is always full of hot air to say something. What else has been... Oh, I was going to talk about work. I think that's what I was going to talk about next. I got these... me and Clem got blankets. We finally got a Christmas present from work yesterday at work, because every year they give us a turkey, which we got around Christmas time, and then we usually get a turkey, a box of vegetables, like we need any, but a box of vegetables, and a gift. But this year, the gift didn't come in on time, so we didn't get a gift at Christmas time. And then it was really funny, because me and a girl I work with were doing break open yesterday, and we were talking about the gift. She's like, we never got the gift for Christmas. And I'm like, yeah, I know. I said, they said it was delayed. And then she's like, or they didn't buy one and they're just saying that. And I'm like, yeah. And then lo and behold, the gift actually came in. So we bite our tongues on that one, because it actually came in. But oh my gosh, me and her have such a blast at work. I love her to death. Her name's Julie. She's my only friend at work, and we're both on straight days. I'm not saying she's my only friend. Like, I do talk to everybody at work, but me and her seem to have a friendship at work. And, you know, we support each other. Let's just say we support each other. And she's like joking around with me, saying, oh, I'm going to call in sick on Thursday, because Thursday is the big clean day. Now, I work at if you're new to my channel, I work at a frozen vegetable factory in town. Not the most glamorous job. I wouldn't say it's a career, it's a job, because a career to me is, you know, going to school, getting the education to work somewhere. Well, you don't need an education other than high school diploma to work in a factory. So I don't call it a career, I call it a job that I don't mind it. Okay, I'm not gonna say I hate my job, because I don't hate my job, but it's very physical on my body. I work 12-hour shifts, which is super long for anybody, and my body gets like worn out and tired, obviously, from working such long hours. And right now, because it's winter here in Canada, Yeah, it's winter. Can you believe that? It's winter here in Ontario. Thankfully, it hasn't been super cold. Like, we haven't had like a polar bear vortex, like they call it. We haven't had one yet this year, knock on wood. So we don't have one. So it hasn't been brutally cold. But it is cold. And then yesterday, for some reason, the factory was just so cold. And we were doing break open, like I said, and we were working on the Jamaican side. And we were working by like a door that goes to the outside. And I don't think they had the door like closed all the way down, because I felt so cold over there yesterday. I felt like I was dying. And then cutting open frozen vegetables, your hands get frozen, right? So it was really super cold over there. And then we had this new guy. I made him open up all the boxes and dump them on so we could cut them. You know, make the man work more than us women. And which he didn't seem to mind. He's new. Just started there. Looked like an older gentleman. Like, I pegged him to be like 56, like, or 60. Like, he looks rough. And he told me that he's the same age as me, and I'm like, pardon? Like, I did not think he was the same age as me. And I'm like, holy crap. But yeah, he just started there. I don't know if he's gonna last or not, but he found it very boring up in the case room. Now, I actually like the case room. It's the one room because, like, you're by yourself or you're working with one other person and you do your thing and you don't see the supervisors very much and you just do your thing up there and life is good. Like, I like it up there. I always have. But they mainly give it to this one guy at work. He usually does it because he can drive the stand-up forklift, which, if you remember, I didn't go for that training, so I didn't get it, which I don't really care because now it's only 25 cents more an hour when it used to be 50, so I'm like, whatever. But I never get to go up there, so why even bother learning how to drive the lift, I'm thinking. Just for 25 cents more an hour. Yeah, so I did not go for that training, but that's okay. But we're working away over there, and she came in late, and then when I got to work, I didn't see her. Well, she didn't tell me she was coming in late, and I'm like, that little, you know, the B word. I used the B word because I was so sad. I'm like, oh my God, she didn't come to work. I was cursing her. I was cursing her because, you know, we work in a factory and you can't do that. And I even told her after I cursed her. It's not like she didn't know I cursed her. Or I not cursed her, but I swore. I swore because I was like, I can't believe she called in sick. And then when I'm like in the room, Tyler's line 7 was still running. So he's like, Mom, can you go to the table? And I'm like, sure. And I was on his table. Plus he wasn't paying attention to his line, so I was basically paying attention to it because he was gabbing. And that would lasted for about, I don't know, an hour or something, an hour and a half into the shift. And then I'm like starting the cleanup, and I'm like, you know what? I don't want to be in here all day cleaning by myself without Julie. Like, this is like terrible. Like, we can't even go hide anywhere together. I'm like, this is terrible. So I walked up to my supervisor and I'm like, hey, is there any break open? And he's like, well, they're doing break open over there. was the mixers, which was Clown, my boyfriend, and his partner. And I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go over and do break open as well. He's like, are you sure Julie isn't coming in till 11? I got so excited. I'm like, Julie's coming in at 11? He's like, yeah. I'm like, oh, thank God. So I was like, oh, there goes Sadie outside. I paused for a minute while Sadie was outside. She's still outside, but she's not barking right now. Watch, I'm gonna turn the camera on and she's gonna start barking again. Right now she's being quiet out there. So, how's it I saying? I went over there. The boys were doing break open, and then they had to leave to go. No, it was like half an hour before break, and it was like, oh, they go, well, we'll just finish this one skid, and then we'll go for break, because we all went for break. And I was breaking down the boxes for them as they were breaking open the product, because it printed off, someone printed off the wrong day code on it. It didn't happen on my shift, so, and they did like 50 skids of it. So we have to break open 50 skids of this product, and yeah, it just becomes a pain in the arse when you have to do that. I was gonna do that color and then I chose not to. I'm gonna do this color over here. Yeah, so we did that, and then me and that guy, the new guy, were doing it for like, not doing it, you know, breaking open the product for about an hour, maybe in a half an hour before Julie showed up. So she showed up like at 10:30, and I was so excited when I saw her. She's like, she texted me, I'm coming, and but I didn't text her saying, you know, oh, you're not, like, I was so sad that you're coming in. And then at lunchtime I sent her a TikTok of these old men dancing, and then it turns and then they're in their underwear. It was super funny. Anyways, I'm like, you know, I'm addicted to watching some TikToks, but that one was super funny. She doesn't watch TikToks, but I'm gonna get her addicted yet to watching some TikToks. She's like, oh, my mom will like that one. So yeah, she had to take her mom to get blood work done. Oh, by the way, I got blood work done the other day, and look what she did to me. She scarred me. No, I'm like, when Clem took the bandage off, and it's like, ow, because my hair, because, you know, I'm Portuguese and I'm hairy. I got hair here. And it didn't have that bruise, and I didn't notice all day yesterday. And then this morning when I went to the washroom, I didn't notice it all day yesterday. And this morning when I went to the washroom and looked down on my arm, I'm like, holy crap, that woman abused me. Look at it. Isn't that horrible? That was from taking my blood out, blood work for check how my diabetes are doing. My doctor told me, because he took me, I made him take me off these pills because they make me go to the washroom like a lot. And I noticed since I haven't been taking those pills, I'm bloating up, like, and I'm gaining weight and I'm bloating up. So he's gonna check my levels to see if they're still the same or they're worse because he took me off of that pill. And if so, he's gonna put me on, I forget the name of it. There's piles of commercials for this product on TV. It's 1 shot a week, and you get it once a week. And for diabetes. And my sister Helen's on it. She's lost a lot of weight on it, but you gotta follow a proper diet, and that's what I really gotta crack on. So if he's gonna change me on this, I really gotta crack down and do the diet again and try to get some of this weight off of me, because I feel like I'll feel so much better if I do. It's so super hard. Like, food is an addiction, you know, and it's really hard to not, you know. Bread is my weakness, which is probably the majority of people's weakness is bread, and that is my major weakness, is bread. Like, so I've been kind of binging on eating stuff right now because I know pretty soon I'm not going to be able to eat it, and that's not good either. It was super hard the first time when I did it because I was so petrified of not taking needles, and now I'm converting to a needle, but at least it's not like insulin where you have to take it 3 times a day or 2 times a day. You're only pricking yourself once a week, which, you know, will save your stomach or wherever you put it in. Because I remember, because my mom had to do it and I did not like it, and she wanted me to learn how to give her the shot, and I couldn't stab the needle in her. I just couldn't do it. And you know, I think if you do it to yourself, it's better, you know, because you can feel how much pressure. I was scared that I was going to hurt her, and I didn't want to do it. And she's like, Mom, let's just do it. And I'm like, no, Mom, I can't. I'll set your pen to the amount that you need, but I can't. I just can't stab you. I said, till the day you cannot physically do it yourself, then I guess I'll have to. But, and she never got to that point. She, you know, she always did it. Like, my mother died of a like, she had a heart attack and she died. It wasn't like she was bedridden for like months at a time. Like, it was unexpected. Like, it came out of the blue, like any kind of heart attack does, right? So she always did her own insulin, like, till the day she died. My mom was very stubborn, though, and stuff. But I don't want to get into that topic of the day that she died, because it's not a very fond memory for me to relive. I miss her dearly, as if anybody would miss anybody that passes away. I miss my brother dearly, but I really miss my mom. My mom was my rock, and I don't have that now. You know, she wasn't as annoying as Helen. You know, she wouldn't call me 100 times a day. I'd have to call her, and I'd call her like once or twice a day. I'd come visit her on my days off, because she always had something yummy to eat. Not so much after my dad passed away, though, because she didn't cook very much anymore, and I think that's what really how she went downhill, is because she wouldn't eat properly and she was a diabetic. Like, my mom thought hot milk and some bread or some, like, she calls them papas in Portuguese, which is kind of like, you know, like oatmeal, you know, with milk. She thought that was a meal, and that's not a meal, especially when you're diabetic, you know. And she would not eat properly, and it used to drive me mental that she wouldn't eat properly. Sometimes I'd just come when she said, oh, I'll make this, so I would come just so that she would make food, you know what I mean? So I knew she was eating something more healthy than just bread and milk. And she used to do that a lot. I remember she never tried peanut butter until later in life. After my dad passed away, she never knew what peanut butter tasted like. I think I've told this story of when she made me a peanut butter and lettuce sandwich for school. She always made me tuna. Like, nobody had to ask me what was for my lunch. It was always tuna, and it was tuna, like, we call it Portuguese tuna because you get in the Portuguese aisle at the grocery stores, but it really isn't Portuguese tuna, but it comes in oil. Like, there's a difference. Like, I can't really afford to buy the oil ones too much because they're more expensive. I usually buy the water ones. I'm not picky that way with my tuna, but Helen will not. Like, she'll still buy the oil ones because she isn't that picky. But every day, my sandwich would be a tuna sandwich. And I don't know, my mom always made good tuna sandwiches. I can't make them as good as my mom. And I'd always have these tuna sandwiches for my lunch. Nobody had to ask me, but one day she was out of tuna, so she decided to make me a peanut butter sandwich. Well, my mom's never tasted peanut butter, so she doesn't know what it tasted like at this point. So she sends me, that is not the right color, I don't think. She sends me this sandwich, and it's peanut butter and lettuce. And I'm like, what the heck? I was so embarrassed when I opened lunch. And everybody's like, Liz, what is your mom? My mom put lettuce on peanut butter. I come home and I'm like, Mom, what were you thinking? And she's like, well, I don't know. I thought it sounded like it would taste pretty good. And I'm like, no, it did not taste pretty good. So I was like, oh, the things my mom used to do. And I always have tuna sandwich, and an apple. That was my lunch every day in high school. Like, when you opened up my locker, it smelled pretty fishy. I'm surprised my friend Jen wanted to share a locker with me. We shared a locker down in the basement one year of high school. The basement was where you wanted to be in high school, and our locker was right outside the student council room, which was the popular room. Like, those were the popular kids. Like, if you're on student council, you were popular. Kind of sounds funny that that's true, but that's what our popular people in my school were the people on student council. And I was so in love with the guy on student council that year. And every time like class ended, he'd go to the student council room. Like, I don't even think they had lockers. They'd just hang all out at the student council room. And it was right across from my locker. So I'd always see him like every single day. And then my friends used to call him Stud Muffin because that was his nickname. And then they'd be like, Liz, Stud Muffin's coming down the hall. And I'd be so embarrassed. I just wanted to crawl into my locker and die because they were saying this out loud. And I still remember him, and he danced with me on one school dance. I talked to him later on in life, and he didn't even know I had a crush on him. And he said that he doesn't remember dancing with me either. He said he was probably drunk, which made me feel really worse because, he had to have been drunk to dance with me. But he was a super nice guy. Super nice, friendly. He was a really nice guy. He's married now and doesn't look nothing like he did in high school. And yeah, totally different. I probably would not even recognize him. Like, I seen a picture of him in the school reunion, which I didn't go to. My friend Jenny did, though. My friend Jenny that shared the locker with me, she took the pictures and she showed me. And she passed away with cancer. The same year my brother did, 2017, and I didn't even know till 6 months after the fact. Nobody told me because I would have went up to her funeral, or I don't know even if she had a funeral, to tell you the honest truth. She was fighting cancer for a long time, but I thought she was over it, and then it came back with a vengeance. And yeah, she struggled with it for a long time, you know, and she never smoked. She never did any of that stuff, and then she still ended up passing away with cancer. She was quite the firing squad, like not firing squad, but she had a mouth on her sometimes. She used to always get us in trouble on school, like all the time. Like, Jenny, you're gonna get us kicked out. She got kicked out of class so many times with me. Like, we'd get in trouble all the time. And she would like be defiant to the teachers that are giving her crap. And like the one teacher in typing class kicked her out. She's like, okay, it's lunchtime for my friends. I'm just gonna go hang out with my friends in the cafeteria. Like, it wasn't much of a punishment. And then I was mad because I was stuck in the class. She wouldn't take a balloon out of her mouth. Like, she had an inflated balloon hanging out of her mouth, and the teacher told her to take it out. She said no. She was just like that. She did not she did not listen to anybody. She was so funny sometimes, I tell you. God rest her soul. I do miss her too. I didn't really talk to her as much as I did like in high school, obviously. But, you know, we did still keep in touch. And the last time I talked to her, she didn't say anything. And like, there would be times that I didn't hear anything. But, you know, social media, she would post, like, she was really into, I think she'd really like diamond painting. She was really into knitting. Oh my gosh, she knitted and knitted and knitted so much stuff. And she really enjoyed knitting. And I would see her posts of stuff that she knitted and stuff. And she loved the color purple. That was her favorite color. And where's that one? Oh, here it is. Yeah, so I do miss her. I do miss my friend. She lived far away. Like, it's not like super far away, but she lived in Niagara region, like Niagara Falls region. And one time I was in Niagara Falls, but I didn't drive. I was with my sister Helen. We're at the Great Wolf Lodge, and she's like, do you want to meet up? And I'm like, I would, but I did not drive. My sister drove, or else I would come and visit. So I lost my opportunity to go see her, and I wish now I had have gone, because, you know, it would have been a fond memory. I think the last time I saw her face to face was she came down one time for dinner with me and my old friends from high school. And we went to dinner in London, and I think that's the last time I saw her face to face. And that was quite a few years before she passed away, because she had just gone over one treatment of cancer and she was doing better. It went into remission again, and then it must have come back with a vengeance. She's been battling it for quite a while since the end of her marriage, and then she ended up getting a divorce at some point throughout that. And I'm pretty sure her ex-husband moved to the United States with her kids. He had custody of her kids. She had 2 kids from him, and he had them, not her. So she was all alone. Well, she got remarried, so I guess she was with her husband. I don't know exactly. The last post I saw of hers is she's like, it's getting hard to go upstairs. And that was it. That was the last post. And then everybody posted underneath that post about her her obituary and stuff, which I didn't see all the comments on that last post. So that's how I didn't find out. And then I went to go wish her a happy birthday, and I'm like thinking to myself, I called my friend from high school and I'm like, what's up with Jen? Because I haven't seen her post anything in a while. And she's like, I'm using 400s for a little bit glitter and some for hair just to give it an accent. And she's like, Liz, I'm sorry to tell you this, but she's gone like in August. I'm like, what? And this is December that I'm figuring out that she passed away. So super sad. I'm like, what's going on with Jen? I haven't seen any posts lately from her. Is she okay? And she told me. So I was like, oh, because I think I went to try to post happy birthday and I couldn't post it on her wall. So before she had passed away, she must have stopped being able to post on her page because she knew, you know, that's why everybody was doing it in the comments, because you couldn't tag her in anything or anything. So I think that's why I could not post to her. But I'm gonna do the shoutouts pretty soon, so I'll be right back. And I'm back. So there's 10 entries in the Wip&Chat comments in my Facebook group. If you're new to my channel, you can go into my Facebook page that is always linked down below. I'll put up a post saying a shout out Whips. You put your comment in there. I do 2 draws a year for $50 each, one in June, one in December. And the people that get picked go into the jar. And I also do comment. I pick a comment of the week. That's it. Get it out, Liz. I pick a comment of the week. And if you're picked, you get also put in the jar. So we got 10 entries. 4, don't discard the 4 because that was from I don't know when. So we're going to generate it's number 1. So we're going to go back to the Facebook group page and see. Oh, look at my memory, because I almost forgot. We're going to take a short. Oh, shoot. Where is it? Oh, shoot. I lost it. Oh, I missed it. You got to see my dad. See more memories. I saw this. Oh, there's my dad. I don't know if you guys can see very well, but that's my dad and me on my wedding day. Yep, 90s. Okay, don't judge me. That was me in my wedding dress. Like I said, Alyssa's prom dress was more than my wedding dress, but that was my wedding dress on my wedding day. I'm looking down. I don't know why. Maybe I'm thinking I'm going to trip over my dress. I'm not sure why I'm looking down, but look at my dad. His face is so red from crying. It was my wedding day. I was 18 years old. That's probably why he's crying. And it's his birthday today. So happy birthday, Dad in heaven. Yeah. That was my post from 2020. And it's the only picture I have of me and my dad. So I cherish it very much. Even though the marriage I did not cherish. Anyways, let's go back to what we were doing. My Facebook page. Shout outs. Who was number 1? Who was number 1? Who is number 1? That's number 2. Gail! Gail is number 1 with this beautiful picture of, I'm not sure what city, but I'm thinking it's Italy, because you see the boats in the river. It's a Diamond Art Club, so yes, it is a Diamond Art Club. It's a square, 76 by 51. It is beautiful. And that is her, probably for Ticket to Ride, because a lot of people are doing Ticket to Ride. And that is her painting, and I bet you that was Confetti Heaven. I'm not sure. Let me know, Gail, if it was Confetti Heaven or not. So, Gail, you are put in the jar this week. Number 1. Doesn't matter where you go. It could be anybody. I had a lot of entries. I had 10 altogether. I'm super excited that you guys are keep on posting. I saw a new one from Andrea. She's never been on before. She just joined my Facebook page. I'm super happy you guys are enjoying this. You can put multiple whips up. It doesn't have to be diamond painting. You could put on, if you knit, if you cross stitch, anything. I know there's cross stitch stuff going on right now. Put your cross stitch up, whatever you want, and you might be the shout out of the week. And I'm doing it by number generator. Last year I did it where everybody voted, but some people weren't voting, so it got very frustrating. So this is why I'm doing number generator this year for that. Okay, going on to Facebook. So Facebook, sometimes I break the rules a little bit, and this week I'm going to break the rules because I only did one video this week, and I was so overjoyed with the comments that I got on it that everybody that commented this week will get shouted out. And instead of showing them all on the screen, because I really don't want to cut and paste everything, I'm just going to read them out to you. The first one is obviously Berta, because it was from the pen that Berta gave me, which is beautiful and I love it. And she said, I've been watching you for a while, Lizzie. You crack me up, and more than happy to get you a pen. I hope it works good for you. And she said, love you, girl. And I really do like it, and I super grateful that she got me this pen, and I do cherish it for sure. And then Patty Y says, such a wonderful gift. I have seen Berta around the diamond painting community, and she seems like a lovely person, and I think she is a lovely person as well. Yes, we love you, Lizzie. So I felt so much love from you guys when you guys sent me all these things. So everybody goes in the jar. It says hi. Scrapping Sylvia says, hi, Liz. That is a great looking, and I'm sure you are gonna love it. Have to check out. Thanks for sharing. She means the pen is good looking, and she's gonna have to go check it out. And then Susan W, what the heck am I saying? Susan M says, love your new pen. See, you have lots of friends who love you, and now a man. Life is good. For sure, Susan M. Thank you for commenting. And then Angie, it's crazy. MN Diamond Painting. She says, I love you so much, Lizzie, and you just love your whips and chats and your channel. I would be lost without you. Please keep going and don't stop. Too many people love you and watch your channel because of you. Love you, Angie from Minnesota. That made my heart just sing when she said that. And then Lena, it's Crafting Room. She's a diehard fan of mine as well. You don't see her too much, but when you do, She comments a lot on my page. She comes in, I think she just watches in silent in the background in my lives. But she says, nice new toy you have there. You have good taste. It's very pretty. See, Lizzie is loved. So, you know, sometimes I have, you know, should I give up? Should I keep on doing this? You know, and I do vocalize it sometimes. And then when I hear everybody say, no, don't give up, Lizzie, we love you, it just tickles my heart. So everybody, I'm not going to do them right now. Everybody here, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of you, and Gail are all going in the jar for, I don't know if I have enough papers cut up right now. That's the problem. No, I don't. I don't have enough paper cut up. Something's happening out there because that's the second time I've heard sirens. I just use this paper and I cut out all this stuff. I don't know where this paper came from, but it's kind of cute. I don't have any white paper. Note to self. I did show you guys, didn't I? The ones I got with my... There's a fire happening or something. Wish it was my work on fire, but I highly doubt it. I hope not, because Clem's there. That would be horrible. My Clemmy is at work. So I'm gonna write down the names. I didn't, like I said, I'm not gonna post I'm not gonna post I can't talk today. I'll just let you guys hear all the sirens. I'm not gonna post all the screenshots of what I comments of the week because it's just too much. But sometimes I do that. Like I'll pick, if I'm like really in love with everybody, I'll just pick all the comments of the week. And that is not where I want to go, Liz. Right here. So, first one. Berta, I think you're in this jar a lot. If you don't win, I will be surely surprised. You know who's slacking on comments? She would have been in the jar if she had comment. Is Susan Zed. Where are you, Susan Zed? See what happens when you get a job. So I'm gonna if I just put your first name, it's because I don't have anybody else that has that name in my jar, so you're all good. I know you guys that are all in this bunch. So I'm gonna open up the jar and I'm gonna throw y'all in there. You guys can all have a party in there. Because if I don't do it with you guys on camera, I will forget, and then I have to go back on the video and figure out who the heck won. So this way it's way much better. So those are the shout outs of the week. So I wanted to say this at the beginning of I dropped my pen. It was just super funny. I did a retake. I just dropped this pen like just out on the table. And said, oh, it's durable. But whatever, you guys, it was funny. It was funny when it happened, okay? But anyways, I just wanted to touch base on there's a war going on in Ukraine, and my heart goes out to everybody that has been affected by this war, all the people in Ukraine, all the people that are fleeing, all the people that, you know, are refugees from this war. And there's a YouTuber from Canada. Her name is Lovecraft Forever. I don't know if anybody, probably, she has a lot of followers, but her name is Natalia, and she's from Ontario, and her homeland is Ukraine, and she has just been beside herself about her family back home, and my heart goes out to her. I couldn't imagine how she feels. I would be devastated as well. Her son is still in Ukraine, and her sisters and her mother, and my heart just goes out to her, and I hope her family stays safe. And I know that one of her nieces fled to Poland, so a lot of people have been giving her money, and she's going to be using that money to help back home. And I think she's going to give some of it to her niece that is in Poland, because she probably needs money, because she's a refugee, and she's trying to get her into Canada. See, they said all of them are welcome into Canada. This is what I don't, this government, I swear. And then she went to inform about it, and it's not as easy as they're making it sound to be. And of course, you know, there always is something, you know, the government always says, oh, this, that, but, you know, to actually do it is another thing. To say it is one thing, to actually do it is another thing. And I hope Trudeau and Ford step up to what they preach. You know what I mean? Because right now, Trudeau is not a very big fan. We're not a big fan of him right now in Canada. Well, at least all the truckers from the convoy. They arrested a lot of them. It was kind of heartbreaking. I felt so, like, I understand as well. They shouldn't have occupied Ottawa. Like, I feel like a peaceful demonstration would have been enough, but they took it to the extreme. Will be down in the books of history for sure, because it was big, guys. I'm like not exaggerating. It was big. And I'm pretty sure that will never happen again. And I don't think they're going to let it happen again. But yeah, a lot of them got arrested. It was just a big, you know. And then they're saying, oh, what made me laugh was one of them in the Canadian government's like, the people were protesting in Russia. I know I'm talking politics, but we're just going to take a politics kind of break right here so I can talk about it. They're like saying, oh, it's nice to see them protest and fight for what they believe in, but yet, what did you guys do to the truckers? Like, I don't know. I'm like, nay and yay about it. It is what it is, and it happened. And did anything get accomplished by it? People say, yeah, it did, because some of the mandates got pulled. But you know what? I think the mandates would have been pulled without them being there. To be honest, like, I don't think it did really anything. You know, and the thing I hate about the government is, why don't you listen? You saw them out there. Why don't you listen? Why didn't you work with them? Why don't you sit down and talk to them and have like a, you know, a sit down, you know, and say, you know, a peaceful sit down. But, you know, they didn't do that. And that's what I don't understand. Why? Why couldn't he have done that? Why couldn't Trudeau have done that? And that's the part I don't understand. Will I understand it? Probably never will. But that's my politics talk. So if you know Natalia and you follow her channel, go give her some love and support. She will be really appreciative of it, for sure. I haven't commented on her page, but I'm saying it here, but I don't even think she follows me. But I am really thinking of her, and I'm praying for her and her family, that they stay safe. I don't want to hear any bad news, so I pray for them, that this will end peacefully. It doesn't seem like it's going to, but I'm hoping. There's always hope, you know? There's always hope. I watched a TikTok where Trudeau called them poutine, which that kind of cracked me up a little bit. You see the French side of Trudeau right there, calling it poutine. So that was kind of funny. I kind of laughed. I kind of giggled at that TikTok. There's a lot of TikToks about mocking the Prime Minister of Canada. You would not even believe. I get more TikToks from Canada than I do, say, from the United States and stuff, but I do have some from the United States too, but the majority of the TikToks that do come through are Canadian. So, super funny. Oh, there's one TikTok that I sent to Julie. I should have sent it to Tia. She would have got a hoot from it. Oh my gosh. Did I mention that I was watching Tia's live? I don't think I mentioned it. Oh my gosh. Before I started this Wip&Chat, I was watching Tia's live because obviously I work and I can't stay up that late to watch her, even though I did for Love is in the Air. And I stuck through it and I trucked through it at that time, even though I had to go to work the next day, which was super, super hard. But she was on her live for like, I don't know, man. It could have been like 5 minutes. And she's just telling her story and she's talking away. And you see her hands are flaring and no sound. So I can't understand anything she's saying. And then people in the thing are like, can't hear you, Tia, can't hear you, Tia. But she's not even looking at chat. She's just telling her story. She's all pumped up and ready to go for her life. And someone's like, I think it was Berta. She's so funny, Berta. Oh, God. I was like, I love you, Berta. She's like, I can't read that. And then J-Rob, which is GP Addiction Avenger, she's like, oh, she's telling everybody that she's making us lemonade and craft, and I was going to say craft dinner. I'm bad. Mac and cheese. That's a Canadian thing. Craft dinner. I think I'm going to make some craft dinner today now that I said that, because now I got a craving for some craft dinner. You got to eat craft dinner with ketchup. Like, come on, people. It's a thing. My daughter Alyssa doesn't eat it with ketchup. I'm like, what, child? Are you Canadian or what? You gotta eat it with ketchup. I just can't eat. I can't eat Kraft Dinner without ketchup. I cannot, and I can't eat cold Kraft Dinner. Ugh, don't taste good. It has to be right warm, right off the stove. But anywho, that is my chit chat for the day. And I don't think I have any more to say. I hope I filmed enough for you guys. So hopefully next week I come back with Flirty Friday again. I really want to work on this all day. I've been watching Outlander and I kind of been not diamond painting, and like my diamond painting has been suffering, and I've only been working on this one, guys. I haven't even touched my small one all week, all month. I've been working on this one, and look how long it's taking me. I haven't been diamond painting as much as I want to. So with that said, I want to try to get this one done. I have this square and then I have like a whole row, which is kind of big like this one. So I think I'm just going to do it sideways, and I'm going to go smaller sections, and I'm just going to work at it until it's done. And then I'm going to try to work on a project that I already have started, because I want to get some done before my next collab, which is coming up soon, March 18th. And I have my canvas. My canvas came in. So super excited about that. To start it, start looking, start pulling out if you bought this painting, that's super awesome. Can't wait to see your guys's versions of it. And if not, I will anything spring-like related. And I know there's lots of diamond paintings out there that are spring-like related. So I will be posting later on today one of our sponsors, which is Beeswax. Yes, she is one of our sponsors for the giveaways. We got a lot of giveaways. It's going to be a super awesome collab. Like I think this is the highlight collab of my year. So, and it's all thanks to DP Addiction Adventures. She reached out to all the sponsors. She does a lot of work behind the scenes. We don't give her enough credit of how much work she does. And she's doing I just heard someone yelling outside. And she that kind of threw me off a little bit. Who's yelling out there? The sun's starting to poke through this darn blind, and I hate it. This is like right in my face, and it just drives me. Like you can't tell on the camera that the light's shining through probably, but I sure can on my face. On my face right now. Look at see how many times I miss stuff? Like all up here. Jeez Louise, and there and everywhere. I miss everything. But I'm going to fix that all up, and it's starting to look really good. What do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments below. I'll turn off the light so you don't see the gaps. But isn't she looking beautiful? I should have did blue crystals in her eye, but I didn't. I did on her lips though, with the red that I started down here. Just put some sparkles throughout it. I don't know. This is my first time experimenting with a lot of sparkles, so we'll see how it goes. But with that said, I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I'm going to leave it up to the little girl to tell you the rest. But don't forget, if you want to become a member, push that join button down below, and you can be on the sloth video at the beginning of the video. What else? What else is new with me? Don't forget Treasure Studio Arts. I am an affiliate to them. I have a giveaway going on for 2 $25 gift cards for the end of April, the end of our collab. And 2 people will be picked. You don't have to buy the painting for the collab. It's any painting from Diamond Art Club. They have a lot of spring collections coming out right now. I'm going to do the second week post after this as well. I got a lot of homework to do. Got a lot of homework after this Wip&Chat. Plus I got to put this up, right? So if you use my code, 15% off any orders over $40 USA. And that is my Wip&Chat for the week. I know it was all over the place in our scatterbrain, but you know, it's because I have my Timmy's. Because you gotta love Canada, eh? You gotta love Canada. So, I'm gonna let you guys go. Till next time, take care everyone. Bye. Well, folks, that's it for today's video. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up. And if you like, please subscribe to my channel. I'd be super tickle pink. And remember to hit that notification bell, and it will remind you whenever I load up a video. And till next time, take care everyone. Bye.